And Wode Maya, what did the Asante for to me? Yes. On said no, will be onion.
One Jimmy no. Obi Jimmy, because Obi Jimmy Obi Jimmy what timeline so what is happening between Wode Maya and Okatakyie Afrifa? That is what I bring to you. What's up, Ghana? I am Emmanuel out of 600. You can call me 600 the God, and I'm back at you with Wahala Dey. Wahala Dey me betnana me bomb black shades ni say nam to me sere. This season is a very dark one. Wode Maya and Okatakyie Afrifa approach the house. Let Plato have a word with you. Dear Ben Ekoso. Wode Maya, dear Ben Ekoso. Okay, so let me tell you what is going on the timeline because they've literally informed me. So Okatakyie Afrifa attacked Wode Maya. I say Wode Maya no did the Asante for them now about Ashanti region no. Inka baby they won't be tolerant enough. They would have tagged him small. But he's here and nobody has said anything and we've embraced him. Ashantis have embraced him. So Wode Maya Ashantis are embracing. We all know the king of Eswatini is in Ghana and is in Ashanti region at the moment. Formerly Swaziland. Yeah, they changed the name from Swaziland to Eswatini because the king said Swaziland was very close. It sounds like Switzerland. So many people were confusing Swaziland with Switzerland. Obuwa okoto plane ticket or Switzerland. Who said we do Swaziland? Hey, why are you going? Oh, I thought I was going to Switzerland. No, this is Swaziland. So because of that confusion, the king changed the name from Swaziland to Eswatini. The king is a very famous king and he has so many wives. He's chasing the likes of Solomon in the Bible. He said that is his role model and he's a very well respectable king. He's come with his family and we've all seen videos of the king of Eswatini. You know, a golden 22 carat chain which got people talking on social media. So they hosted a dinner session at Menchia where Wode Maya also was invited. They'll grace the period. And the moderator for the show called him to come and they gave him his flowers literally because of what he's done. He's a true son of the soil. He's a son of the soil who has promoted Africa and he's promoted the very part to make Africa great. So he literally called on him and he gave him his flowers. Wode Maya came to bow before the king. This is the video.
It's my pleasure to present to you a son of yours, a son of the soil, who, very angry at the way the world views Africa, has decided on a path to tell the true story of Africa, the most often neglected path, the path of progress and of great peace. Ladies and gentlemen, you know him, you love him, and certainly come to doubt him. Wode Maya is in the building. Please, a round of applause for the anointed boy. When Donald Trump took a swipe at Lesotho, it was this young man who told a very compelling narrative about Lesotho. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks to his brilliance and his efforts, today.
Okatakyie Afrifa video. And I was, is this not the guy who has been insulting Ashantis? This is what triggered Okatakyie Afrifa to see that on his show.
Oh, fire. Say ye did what him. Nemum Kuanutum. Near did what him. Nabana be you anwa. We are tribalistic. Exactly. Then the drum, yes, sir. Or more weaponized, just to give you a year or more the leeway to operate. It was more your bonipa. You are tribalistic. Nice. Amawa bottle. No matwaso. Movie the Yano credit. What mean you so as weapon? Asantes are the most peaceful people in Ghana. Oh, can you see a manka? So Wode Maya and say Muno Kikafa Asante for Wode Maya. The same Muno Kikafa Asante for say your baby no course up at Tibia and can do by no. And so call you be an enemy. Jennifer Ferfeso. That is the hospitality of Asantes. And so that's also me a home to ye. Debia ye diatem. After who you are no as one who be you are no tribalistic.
So you've listened to the recording. That is not what started. Yes, so you don't ask them, why are you fighting? You ask them what happened the last time. Because every fight is from what? Some previous aggression or some previous misunderstanding. So Okazana Wode Maya and say, me Wode Maya. Me, though I am fancy, I rarely brag. Na ese abaze, ose ba eneze, no isfansi. Nche Wode Maya oka offended, oka hunter fancy. Ose no isfansi blogger or vlogger has showcased the rich culture of Ashanti and the beauty of Kumasi more than me, Wode Maya. Not even you, Okatakyie Afrifa. Okatakyie Afrifa say, and now Wode Maya say, now, yedi anokasi na tunyo mazenga preko or a leader. Come here, one Okatakyie Afrifa. What do you know? What have you promoted? Nobody has promoted Ashanti in Kumasi more than me, Wode Maya. Who Okatakyie Afrifa out to 1 hour your mouth. And then out to that trigger this coming to no call Okatakyie Afrifa Facebook page. You know, say, big man, for the records, DH, that is Okatakyie Afrifa's media platform, for the records Ghana. And I say, feel free to reach out to me so that I show you how to make proper money, from Facebook without asking your audience to donate stars. Of course, not Okatakyie Afrifa in the comment section. Say, yeah, Ramo, people no go view. Mon send the stars, mama na menye den. Even yes, can I mean to create more content in your day, mama. I will do with my content fee way away, You want people to support you? Come and let me show you one. You don't even know how to do stuff online, and you are here speaking on my name. You have to respect me because I'm a legend. Wode Maya bofu. Wode Maya kikebiache Okatakyie Afrifa. So this is the first time I'm seeing him rant, because I remember the time Okatakyie Afrifa is referring to as an insult. So many people moved to Wode Maya and he didn't actually know his fault, but yeah, they moved to him. And also about an opposite that you don't have a brain if you think I hate Asantes. Sometimes Asante for because on one way I can on one way fancy major two men to bomb eye because Sanchimaba. He said he's a fancy. So there is no way he's gonna hate Asantes because he's promoted more. Then he posted one time that he supported the less privileged in Ashanti, kids in school and whatnot. And Okoye, they've done his mural on the wall and whatnot. So he's actually supported so much than Okatakyie Afrifa, who is claiming as a chief in Ashanti region. So what is Okatakyie Afrifa saying? What's Okatakyie Afrifa? So when I called Wode Maya, I'm like, what brought the fight? So apparently, Wode Maya made a video saying that Ashantis used to trade Northerners as slaves. This is the video.
People think that the people that were taken to the Caribbean were mostly Ashantis. No, it was actually the Ashantis that were capturing people. So they were capturing people from the north of Ghana.
Other places
the Salaga market.
Yeah.
So they catch you from the Salaga side. They walk you down all the way to Cape Coast, where you take your last bath.
Wait, you walk all the way from the north.
I tell you,
are you kidding me?
So that is why
you are making it up. It's not true.
I'm not making it up. I'm not making it up. I'm not making it up.
Many
if you go to the north, okay.
Many of our African American brothers in the diaspora in the Caribbean, we shouldn't think they are from the coastal areas.
No.
Salaga, up north. If we do tourism right, you will just see how they trekked, kidnapped, captured people all the way from present-day northern Ghana, hundreds of kilometers.
Not that I know.
No.
Yes, they walked.
Some people did not even make it along the way from the north to the south, like central region, right?
Is this an insult? Should this warrant that from Okatakyie Afrifa? What does the history say? Was what Wode Maya saying correct? Does it sound like an insult? Let me give you a brief history. They had this Ashanti chief in those times called Osei Kwadwo Oko Area. Osei Kwadwo Oko Area. That means Osei Kwadwo who fights in the afternoon. So during his time, that was when the Ashanti kingdom expanded for the first time to the northern region. How did it start? How did the Ashanti region expand, or the Ashanti state expand to the northern region? How did they get the northerners under them? This is true history. Listen to it well. And yet, what they are doing here, I wouldn't have told you this history. So listen to the rich piece of history, and let me tell you what Wode Maya was referring to. So during the time, during Osei Kwadwo Okonyewi's time, Dagombes were trying to enskin a chief, and a fight broke out. So one of the factions came to the Asantes and came to Osei Kwadwo Okonyewi directly and said, "My king, please, we are trying to enskin a chief, but these people are trying to cheat us." Then Osei Kwadwo Okonyewi said, let me go with my troop, I'll defend you. So he gathered his troop, that is the Asantes, and they went to face off fiercely with the Dagombes. When they got there was a man called Garba. Garba was a chief, apparently, or the other side or the other faction who present the guy who came to report the case to the Asantes. So all the Dagombes, Garba gathered all the Dagombes and they were ready to fight. History has it that the Dagombes were very tall. The Dagombes were very strong. You see that so they were physically fit. So they looked ready for the war. But Osei Kwadwo Okonyewi, he was an Ashanti man, short, with his troop. They had also outnumbered the Ashantis because Asante for the southern states up north. You understand? So they had outnumbered them, but they weren't scared. Why? Because they had a secret recipe. That is the gun. How did they get the guns during that time? The Asantes they had a very good relationship with all the southern states. So they took guns from them and they sent it to the war. So though the northerners were strong at the time, they were told they were outnumbered, the Ashantis managed to defeat them. But history had that but the Asantis knew what they were doing. They sent guns and they won the war. Just like it. You do not send kung fu to a gunfight because I'm saying kill. You do not send kung fu or you do not take knife to a gunfight. That is what the Dagombes did because they didn't know what they were dealing with. And Osei Kwadwo Okonyewi defeated them. And after defeating them, the Dagombes that time were more like the bigger kingdom. You understand? So they were the overlords. They were literally taking care of the Frafres and all of that. All those kingdoms were under them because they were the bigger kingdom. So when it happened like that, that means automatically all the kingdom the Dagombes ruled came under Ashanti automatically because that was the system. If I beat your people, you become part of me. If I've defeated Garba, we've defeated Garba, so now you are all part, or you are now under us. You are going to serve under us. You are going to go down south, but you pay homage to Asante. So that was literally the arrangement. So they told them that now that we've defeated you, the Dagombes would make sure that every year you bring us 1,000 cows, you bring us 1,000 chickens, you bring us 1,000 sheep, you bring us 1,000 goats, you bring us 1,000 slaves, you bring us 1,000 guinea fowls and whatnot. In 1,000, apem. So you literally sometimes you hear ukum apem, but Asante for everything they do is apem in thousands. So because the Dagombes were literally like the overlords and they were the bigger kingdom, they were going to the upper east and upper west to bring slaves from there because they were the bigger kingdom. So they were selecting from their subordinates and bringing them from there every year for the Asantes to sell at the coastal areas. That is history. it created a whole lot of brouhaha because Wode Maya said it, and Wode Maya is an Akan. He's a Fanti. So I don't understand how Okatakyie Afrifa is saying that is an insult and that is causing confusion. That is a very bitter part of history. Yes, it's a bitter part of history, but we learn to live with history because if you do not know your history, you are bound to get missing. No, until Wode Maya is literally trying to say, Okatakyie Afrifa, and you're now so how don't you know this is history? How are you saying that I'm insulting Asantes or I'm trying to clash it? This is just history, I'm telling. If you do not know, go and educate yourself to be a journalist and hear about say minimum NHS or a journalist. Because when he was tackling Anson's issue, which everybody watched the case across Ghana, and so many people interested outside of Ghana. It was like, journalism and knowledge is not about having a deep voice. No, it's about knowing the facts and stating the facts. Sometimes you just go overboard. I don't know. The Kevin Taylor effect is having like literally a ripple effect on you. As on that quantity, ubia opesa oba in that aggressive style. But with Maya say what you're or the agenda ball. So today on Wahala Day, I don't know why now the Wahala and why the Wahala and about with Maya as some year down now Okatakyie Afrifa some year there. The Ojimi no, Monfama no, but Okatakyie Afrifa was someone year there. As a journalist, sometimes you have to do your research. It's not only about talk. Because one time I was watching him and I'm like, does this guy do his fact check? Does he do it? Because one time he was mentioning the countries under BRICS and also so I'm like, yo, bro, you have a broader and you have a bigger platform. Sometimes fact check and you minimum doing the journalism. Send your macano, you can see it and you the Tonyo man, Capreco. Or a chorister. Okatakyie Afrifa. Yes, you have to beg him because you are in the wrong. He never said nothing about Ashantis. Let the young man get his flowers whilst he's alive. He's promoted Ashanti region tremendously. And he's a true son of the soil. Yes. I am Emmanuel out of 600. You can call me 600 ago. Then you've been live on Wahala Day. I said the Ojimi no. On Jimmy. I'm signing.